Good afternoon, Con here with Techout, and I've had my Galaxy S25 Ultra here for going on 4 days now, probably actually right about 4 days. I spent the weekend with it. I've been out a few places with it, using Android Auto, all that kind of stuff, and I want to go over some of the things that I hate about the Galaxy S25 Ultra. I did my 24-hour review. I kind of went over some of the things I liked about it between the S24 Ultra and the S25 Ultra. And so now I just want to go over some of the things I hate. And that's not to say I don't like this phone, but obviously there are going to be some things that everybody dislikes about a new device. So first things first is kind of the elephant in the room. The one thing everybody has been talking about is the S Pen. And I don't hate this necessarily. I do dislike the fact that they removed Bluetooth from the S Pen. I didn't use it all too often. I didn't use it for like a remote shut or anything like that, like a lot of people are doing, or use too many gestures. But what I hate is the fact that they didn't replace it with anything. They took the Bluetooth out, they took the tech out of the pen, but if you take this pen apart, all the spaces for all the the Bluetooth and the battery and all that kind of stuff are still there. There's nothing in that spot. The space wasn't used for anything. It wasn't used to slim anything down. Nothing like that. It's still like they could just pop the battery in, put the Bluetooth in, put the coil on the silo to charge it, and it would be ready to go again. So they didn't replace it with anything. They didn't have to remove it to fit the S Pen in the phone. It's basically the same size, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of annoying that nothing was done there. Next thing is going to be MagSafe, or the magnetic Qi 2 charging. MagSafe is, Apple, but it's kind of like, calling it a tissue, a Kleenex. It's, kind of, just like a brand identity thing. But like, so the magnetic charging. Samsung chose not to put the magnets internal in the phone like the iPhone. So if you want to use the Qi 2 magnetic charging, you have to get a case, something like this. For whatever reason, Samsung did not come out with any cases that were not clear. This is the only Samsung branded case that has the magnet on it. The silicone case doesn't have it. The Kind Suit case doesn't have it. So you're stuck with using this clear case where you can see the magnet, you can see all the fingerprints, you can see all the stuff that collects between the case and your phone, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of annoying. I do have this one from Spigen that has kind of this cool design on it with like different like chips and parts of the phone and stuff like that. This one's kind of more frosted, so it's not as fingerprinty. So I do prefer this one, but this one is more of a soft plastic, where this is kind of a hard plastic. So I like the way this feels, but I like the way this looks. I wish that Samsung put the magnets in the phone, because then you wouldn't have to use a special case to get Qi 2 wireless charging. That being said, a lot of people are requesting that I do a charging video on the different cases. That is coming. I will do that. I will test out the Qi 2 charging speeds and compare the different cases, compare the wireless charging with and without them. But right now my phone is at 85%, so it's a little bit too charged to get any kind of accurate charging speed and wattage and that kind of stuff. So I am going to wait until I catch a day where my phone is lower, and then I will make that video. So I've got a couple different Qi 2 chargers that we'll try out, and a Qi 2 battery bank and that kind of stuff. Wired charging speed is the same as last year, and battery is the same as last year. But that's really the only thing I dislike about the S25 Ultra. Maybe these camera rings. I hate how huge they are, and I hate that they're just glued on there. There is a gap between them. I know a lot of people are also talking about that. I'm not worried about them falling off like people are talking about, because they're really on there. But I feel like a bunch of gunk is going to collect, especially if you use like a case like this where it's indented. That a bunch of gunk is going to collect between the not the lens technically, but the whatever you want to call that over it, the ring, between the ring and the glass. So kind of hate that, but we'll see how that goes over time. It's fine for right now, but yeah, my main dislike is the fact I want to use this phone without a case, or I want to use it with something like this OtterBox, but there's no magnets in the phone, so you can't wireless charge with Qi 2. I can use my Samsung Trio wireless charger or a regular Qi wireless charger, but that only charges about 10 watts, whereas the Qi 2, reliably gets you about 15 watts, and will charge the phone in about an hour and a half. If I'm topping up from about 50% to 100%, say like it's on my desk or something like that, and I just put it on there to kind of, keep it topped off throughout the day, it'll go from about 50 to 100% in about 50 minutes to an hour, and then maybe about 2 hours for a full charge, I'd say. But like I said, I've got to do some more testing on that because I haven't completely run it down yet. Those times are just kind of estimated based on what times I've seen when I've put the phone on a charger. So that's the kind of the first almost full week with the S25 Ultra, and the things I dislike about it. If there's anything you guys dislike about the phone or want me to talk about, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll either answer your question or get a video out on it for you guys. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.